the Diamond Head. After completing the same dungeon floor 1,000 times, you get access to the Diamond Head for that respective floor. Or you can just buy one off the auction house. Anyways, this helmet is a staple to Master Mode and should be a part of your arsenal. So, without further ado, let's break this helmet down. Welcome to the best review of the Diamond Head. For starters, the Diamond Head is just a helmet with some pretty average stats at best. For example, the Diamond Necron Head comes with 220 health, 80 defense, and 40 strength. Overall, nothing too crazy. However, there's just one teensy-weensy thing with the Diamond Head that changes everything. On its respective floor, the stats on the head doubles. So the enchants, reforges, pretty much anything you see right here will get doubled. Then, and only then, does this helmet become insanely powerful. And by the way, there's also a golden head, which is just essentially the same exact thing, but with much lesser base stats. It's not even worth comparing the two. There's no contest. So, what does a helmet getting double stats really mean? Well, that just means that this helmet is the greatest source of effective health within dungeons. And effective health is necessary to get through Master Mode. See, Master Mode is just a matter of killing everything before it kills you, because no matter your cattle level, and no matter how strong your armor is, the mobs in Master Mode will slap you up sideways. So, the Diamond Head giving you such a massive health boost is a game changer, and a really easy way to get a ton of health, and to still be able to optimize your armor and other stats towards damage. And the head gives you a pretty solid damage stat anyway, thanks to the Ancient Reforge being doubled. By the way, Ancient is the best Reforge on armor for damage. And there's just one thing I want to quickly mention before I fully elaborate on my final point about the usefulness of the helmet. As we know, left-click mage is the true embodiment of a glass cannon, so the helmet can really help cover the difference between health and damage. However, an Ancient Storm helmet will actually outdamage the Diamond Head, and by a pretty good percentage too, but at the cost of so much health. So, to fully elaborate really quickly, the Diamond Head's true usefulness is the effective health boost you get, and its real power will be fully fleshed out on its respective floor in Master Mode. With so many high damaging mobs targeting you at once, this helmet will keep you alive, and although you may see a slight damage decrease, I think the insane health buff is still worth it. And don't get me wrong, the damage difference isn't consequential at all. I'm just letting you know about other alternatives and that this helmet is the best source of health, not damage. But it still comes pretty close. At this point, I've given you a full breakdown on the actual helmet and its usefulness. So if you want, you can either skip to the end or hear some of my miscellaneous thoughts. Okay, so me personally, I'd actually go ahead and buy yourself a Diamond Head as quickly as possible. I don't think it's worth trying to play high-level Master Mode without one. And plus, you could just sell your own helmet after 1,000 runs and see some of the money back. Also, I strongly urge you to only buy the helmet if you plan on playing Master Mode 6, 7, and maybe 5. And I guess maybe floor 7, but you should be strong enough to not need it there. Furthermore, this helmet should really only be used for turn burst clears or for left-click mage. And I believe that the Mender helmet is a better helmet for tanks because of the healing, and the Diamond helmet can't compete with Wither goggles in terms of right-click mage. Anyways, I believe you'll repeatedly play those floors often enough to see an actual use out of the helmet. And remember that this helmet doubles what's in the written stats. Stuff like Legion that applies to your profile won't get affected, but growth and protection would. And I really want to stress that although I advocated for this helmet's health, its damage buff is still pretty good. But there will be cases in which you could squeeze just a bit more damage out of other helmets like in left-click mage. But even then, I would recommend this helmet any day. And I wouldn't totally dismiss the golden helmet either. It's still a very affordable option compared to the Diamond Head, and it can be replaced at any time. And it still functions really well. But obviously, the Diamond helmet just functions on a whole different scale as its base stats are a lot stronger. So with that, I hope it's obvious to you that this helmet is the pinnacle of helmets in dungeons. This helmet is essential to anybody's Skywalk journey, and I would definitely dub this as a necessary purchase for Master Mode. And with that, that's all I got. If you liked this type of review or had any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to adhere to any requests or respond to questions. I plan on making more reviews on just about every item in this game, so if you want to, check those out as I upload them. And with that, this review is officially over.